Network Entertainment.
Warning! This program is created with adult consent and the content is for entertainment purposes only. Huwag nyo namang seryosohin masyado. Pero kung ayaw nyo ang ilan sa mga topics, okay lang. Please feel free to skip the episode. Baka sabihin nyo, pinilit ko kayo eh. Joke lang. Salamat! Hello and welcome sa isang episode ng Punchline with Alex Calleja. At yes, of course, your host, Alex Calleja. Yan po ang sekreto para hindi kayo matanggal sa show nyo. Ilagay nyo yung pangalan nyo sa mismong title ng show. Punchline with Alex
the
Calleja.
host.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
At bago ang lahat, alam natin,
For a change.
hindi ko to ginagawa, no, na hindi nagsasalita agad yung mga guest ko. So, wala tayong cliffhanger man lang, ganon. So, ganon talaga. Inaasahan ko talaga mangyayari to. Pero, magpo-promote muna ako. Birthday show sa October 4 and 5, may Bang Theater. October 11, Music Museum. October 12, Insular Life. Ticketworld.com.ph. Of course, ano pa, early bird pa, kaya samantalahin nyo na. At mamimigay tayo from Sharp Philippines ng 5 tickets. Pag 5 tickets binili mo, isang electric fan. Pag 10 tickets, isang electric oven. Pag 15 tickets, isang air purifier. At 20 tickets, isang refrigerator.
Paano kung gusto ko ng aircon?
Email nyo lang yung proof of purchase nyo sa happy@alexcalleja.com. Maraming salamat sa Sharp Philippines. And of course, sa mga nangangailangan ng pera, pang negosyo, whatever, kailangan nyo ng pera at may kotse kayo, gusto nyo sanla, ORCR lang, tinatanggap ng SAFC. Yan. Okay. At maraming salamat sa ating ko for supporting my birthday show. Ito na po ang ating guest. Dalawa po sa mga haligi ng industriya.
Wow.
Mga buhay na alamat. Alam ko po umaasa kayo sa Viva Max guest pero
Uy, di ba nag-reformat ka na? Hindi na siya parang
Opo, para ito po talaga reformat. Talaga po nga tinanggal natin yung mga pa-sexy at mag-uusap tayo ngayon ng peace, love, and all about God. Who knows?
Yes! That's
Okay,
the show. Punchline with Alex Calleja. Peace, love, and
wala
God.
lahat ng mga listeners ko na 50%.
Sabay-sabay po nating awitin.
I-welcome natin ang matipid ng letters, Sam O at Tina Ryan. Okay.
Hello.
Tina, nag-guest na ba ito dati? Nag-guest na ba ito dati sa podcast ko? Hindi pa, no?
Hindi pa.
Oh, marami akong matatanong. Oo, marami akong matatanong. So, simulan muna natin yon. Okay. Si Samo is kasama ko sa Good Times Radio.
Good
At si Tina naman kasama ko sa Friday Madness na tatatlong linggo pa lang ay magre-reformat na ata.
Ano na? What's the latest? Why?
Hindi ko alam.
Anong balita?
Hindi ko alam. Bisita lang kami doon. Sineryoso ata ni Boss Aidu. Abay, gusto kami i-reformat. Wala lang kami format eh.
But mama, I told Alex, okay, pag Friday Madness, alam mo yan ha, ang pinaka-importante talaga music. Kasi household name na yung Friday Madness. Kaya nag-take over ang comedy crew, wala na kami ibang ginawa.
Pero all-day music naman ng Friday Madness, di ba? It's nice naman to have a break.
Oo,
pwede
wala kami.
Samahan mo ako ipaglaban.
Gusto ko kausapin ni Boys Aidu. Sabi ko, sige, pag-usapan natin yan. Pero kung i-reformat mo yung show namin na walang format, hindi namin alam kung saan magsisimula.
Hindi na namin alam kung saan tayo lulugar.
Ayun na ang show na bigla nag-commercial, bigla nag-music, kahit may matindi ang usapan.
Sabi ni Alex, so play music ako agad.
Anyway, andito tayo para kilalanin natin dalawa. Alam naman itong Punchline with Alex Calleja, we want to hear yung mga bagay na hindi pa alam ng mga tao. Kung alam, di okay lang. Pero mas maganda kilalanin. Magbibigay ako ng background, no? Si Samo, pumasok yan sa buhay ko na hindi niya alam. Kasi nagkaroon ako ng break sa... Hindi ko alam, di pa na matatandaan. Saan di pa niya nadidelete yung tweet niya na talagang treasure ko at in-screenshot ko. Ganun siya ka-big deal. 2013, si Rob Snyder, dyan sa Soler, mga 1,000 yung tao na yun, opening act ako. Siyempre, nagpasikat yung lolo mo. Talagang... And after no kinabukasan, ang tweet ni Samo, for a moment there, I thought Alex Calleja was gonna out-funny Rob Snyder. And sabi ko, doon ako nagsimula na sabi ko, oh my God, pwede ako talaga di sa showbiz. Of course, isa pa sa nagsabi, si Herman Moreno, si Kuya Germs.
Kuya Germs.
Ano si Kuya Germs? Si Team Yap. Ando doon.
Oh.
Natatanda mo ba yun, Samo?
I remember the show. Tina, did we not watch this show together?
Yes. Kasama ba si
Diba?
Gil?
Ha?
Maybe.
Sam.
Oh,
We watched the show together.
si Rob Schneider, doon niya pinag-usapan yung nag-joke siya about kay Adam Sandler. Nagalit pa siya noon. Yun.
Oh, we talked about this recently on the radio show. Pero hindi ko na maalala yung set
Ito yung
niya,
joke
honestly.
niya. Ito yung joke niya. Nasabi niya yung ano raw, yung grown-ups to raw, katabi raw yun, may nakaturo raw na araw na garbage. So yun, tapos, kaya niya niloko si Adam Sandler. May isa raw midget na sumasali lagi sa contest. Sabi niya, smallest arm. Sasali raw yung midget. Sabi nung alam ko, sabihin nyo, ginamit ni Rob Schneider ng award. 2013 to, remember. I know it's politically incorrect. Alam ko,
it was a different time then.
Little people. Pero ayokong baguhin ng kwento. Ito yung, di ba? Quoting Rob Schneider. Nakita ko agad yung mamukha nyo eh. So sabihin natin, hindi kayo maniniwala pag sinabi yung little people, hindi gumamit ng ganun si Rob Schneider. Gumamit talaga siya ng midget. Pero huwag kayong mag-alala, hindi offensive to. Offensive to kay Adam Sandler. Tanda-tanda kasi I was watching, di ba? I was in Cloud9. So, sandali, interview ko kayo. Kukwento ko lang to. Sabi ni Rob Schneider, may immediate na lagi sumasali sa world record din. Sabi niya, nung smallest arm, sumali siya. Panalo siya. He was record holder. Nung smallest feet, sumali siya. He was automatically the winner. Okay? Sandali. Smallest finger, sumali siya. Nung sumali siya sa smallest dick, mamaya lumalabas yung midget, ang lungkot niya. Sabi niya, why? I did not win. Who won? Adam Sandler.
Ito yung nag-aaway sila.
Yung nag-aaway sila. Yung punchline.
Parang nag-cool off yata.
Yun. Doon ko nakilala si Samo. Si Tina naman, sa radio of course, ba't ka nakaganyan, Tina?
Wala ako dun sa contest.
Lagi na nanalo dahil smallest. Pero pag sa smallest dick, si Adam Sandler daw yung nanalo sa smallest dick. Anyway, doon ko pumasok sa Samo. Unahin ko muna si Samo. Si Tina Ryan kasi nakikinig na papahinga ako sa radio ever since. No? Fan talaga ako. Professional contestant ako ng mga radio station na nanalo ako ng mga contest. Sam, paano ka ba pumasok sa showbiz?
I auditioned.
Talagang gusto mo?
Oo. Alala ko pa, nung high school kami, nung graduation, everyone had to finish a sentence and the sentence said, 10 years from now, I'm going to be. So that's the senior class. And I said, a VJ on MTV. Kasi at the time, parang sikat na sikat yung MTV, mga VJ, parang yung pinaka-cool na, di ba?
Rose, di ba?
Yeah, ganyan. So, siguro dun na nagsa-start na parang I wanted to do something like this, hosting or whatever. But it took a while. And then, I saw yung ETC at the time was like a new cable channel. Yeah. Naghahanap sila ng host and there was a cattle call for an audition. And I auditioned for that one. And luckily, I got the job.
Anong palabas yan?
Rated O. Talagang, it was a reality show. The hunt for the hunt for a host was a reality show, and then yung nanalo, they built a show around that person. So since it was me, they called the show Rated O, and then it was like a lifestyle magazine show. And then I think maybe a year or two after that, I got into radio, and then tuloy-tuloy na.
Pero ano ka ba? Pure ka? Pure Korean ka? Or may half ka? Pure talaga? Hindi,
pure Korean.
Oo. Paano ka napunta dito sa Pilipinas?
My dad had work at the time, and then we also had family already who was here. So, siguro nag-usap-usap yung mga parents na parang, okay dito, the kids can learn English and maybe you can come over also and bring the family. Ayun, we all moved.
So pure-blooded ka, hindi ka half talagang cool. Paano ka nag-Tagalog? Ilan taon ka ba
Lex,
dito?
ang tagal na nating magkasama sa show. Akala mo this whole time I was like half Filipino or something?
See? Ito sinasabi ko sa'yo. Hindi ko na-research yung mga guests ko. Ito ang pinakatindi ng Punchline with Us kaya sumikat to. Sabay-sabay talaga kami natututo. Hindi ako nagtatanong ko sa ko. Ang galing mag-Tagalog. Ba't ka magaling mag-Tagalog?
Iba rin, no? Iba rin yung approach na yan. Talagang sabay-sabay tayong nag-learn. Yes, about the guests. I love it.
Tagalog? Ilang taon ka ba dito?
Kasi, how old was I at the time? I was 6 years old.
Okay.
So, I I lived here longer than I've lived in Korea, which is where I was born.
Si Tina, sino unang na-imbento? Radyo o ikaw? Dapat inaabangan mo na ganun. Tins, ikaw naman, paano ka naman nag-start? At ang alam mo, Tina Ryan is parang alam mo naman natin na fan yan sa Taray, di ba? Tina Ryan. Paano ka ba nag-start? Radio ba or what?
No, I started as a listener actually. I've been listening to, well, I've been a fan kasi of music, Alex, since, alam mo, kung kayo ng mga grade 3 kayo, naglalaro kayo sa labas. Ako nagra-radyo.
Wag mo ano yung buhay ko. Di mo alam kung ano nangyari sa akin nung grade 3 ako. Mamaya may matrigger kang kwento tapos bilang magkaiyakan tayo dito. Hindi mo alam kung ano nangyari nung grade 3 ako. Nagiwalay ang nanay at tatay ko noon.
Totoo ba yun?
Hindi.
Oh my God.
So, ako, listener ako nag-start talaga ng radyo. And then my older cousins, 86, I remember kasi yun, it was a time
listener ka ng radio, Tina.
Oo.
Hindi naman talaga wala ka naman choice talaga sa radio.
Di ba yung ibang bata naglalaro sa labas, ako nakikinig na radyo.
Okay.
But yung older cousins ko kasi, for some reason, talagang magic listeners na sila ever since. I think 80.
Chick na nun?
Yeah, 86 ata.
86 ang magic. Edsa Revolution, sinamantala ng Magic, 86. Sobra.
So, ako 88 nakinig, I was what, 12? Parang ganun.
Wala tayong mag-compute.
Ganun. Anyway. Yun. So, na-familiarize na ako dun sa mga names ng original Magic Jocks. Like Sam, like Mama Sila Koyang, Burning Bernie, Joe DeMango. And then, my dad passed away. We moved to the States for 3 years. Pagbalik ko dito ulit, syempre, ganun ulit, nag-habit, nakinig ulit ng radyo. I forget na how I ended up, basta,
pero Magic ka rin nagsimula?
Yeah, nag-cutting classes. Hindi, actually, LS.
LS.
Nag-audition ako sa
97.1? LS?
Super, pa sila.
Sobrang sikat.
Yeah.
Sobra.
Hindi, tsaka yung iba pa yung format nun eh.
Yung sila Pinoy. Yung, di ba, may mga, parang di ba doon yung mga, basta tugtog Pinoy sila. Kasi ang alam kong social nun, yung RT.
Sila, ang social din, tsaka RT.
LS?
And Magic. Oo.
Magic ang social, pero RT yung mayabang na bago mo pakinggan, 3 months mo nang napapainggan sa RT.
Yeah. But yung music mas advance ang RT. But diba? As far as yung format nila talaga, English, doon na duduguin yung ilong mo, ganun.
Before LS, before it became masa, it was more upscale. I remember, like listening to Triggerman. Like, that was super English at the time.
Pero Triggerman, di ba lumipat siya sa ano?
Lumipat siya sa retro.
Sgt. Pepper pala yung naiisip ko. Na nagka-countdown. Kasi si Triggerman may countdown siya di ba?
May countdown din, di ba? Sikat si Triggerman, yung binaparil niya na yung...
Gosh, what was it? Top 20 at 12.
Hot 20
I remember.
Diba?
I remember. Yeah. I remember.
Sino naman? Si Sgt. Final countdown ba?
Yeah, si Sergeant naging final countdown. Eventually, si Mo, early returns. Yan.
Okay.
Sa show nila,
Pero ang nagpangalan sa'yo di ba?
Botohan, Alex, actually. Kasi nung nasa PhilComCent pa kami, nakasulat yung... So, I auditioned first sa LS, a student, campus radio program. I was 16, I was in high school. Hindi ako pinayagan ng school. So... But that time, I was also listening na sa Magic. So, nung nagpa-voice search sila ng 90-something, mga 300 plus kaming nag-submit ng namin. Ng audio namin, ng tape namin.
Di ba? Kung nakamubo na yung 300 na yun, narinig na naman nila yung kwento na yan, naalala na naman nila kung paano sila na-reject.
Wait, ikaw lang ba yung pumasa?
Ikaw lang, no?
Na-mute
ka, Tina!
Ayun.
Na-mute ka.
Sorry, from 350, tapos 300, tapos kinot down to 50. Basta 300 plus ang I remember they told me. And then 50, then down to 20, and then down to 5 pa?
Wow.
The process was so long.
Sino natira? Ikaw lang natira?
Ang tagal, Alex, siguro.
Hindi, sagutin mo lang. Ikaw lang na ba natira? Huwag na nating... Ikaw lang natira, no?
Nag-top 5,
Gusto mo ba sabihin yung 5 nakasabay mo para malaman
meron ako
natin?
naalalang isa. Naalala ko isa, but I mean, wala pa ako kasi ano nun, Alex.
Sino
Sobrang
nga?
bata ko pa
Sino
nun.
nga
Gusto ko na
isa?
magtrabaho.
Sino nga ang isa?
His name was Alvin?
Oh, where's he now?
Napaka-common naman natin.
Baka yung Alvin natin, Lex, sa mornings. si Midnight Love.
Napaka-juicy naman.
Alam mo, Alex, natatandaan ko yung isa pang kasama ko nun sa campus radio na nag-audition. Kasi first batch kami, second batch sila, Chico and Delamar. Orion, natatandaan.
Wow. Orion.
Orion, natatandaan ko yung name niya from
Wala na siya.
Pero ito, si Tina was the first female jock on Magic 89.9.
Actually,
right?
Second. Meron tayong naging graveyard.
Sino?
But I think she only lasted 3 months. Si Winnie Graveyard. Her name was
Sino
Winnie.
Sino? Winnie Cordero?
Winnie nga yung name. I never met her kasi graveyard siya. And then,
bigla na nawala sa graveyard. Hindi naman lang inimbit.
Chat ko sa'yo kung bakit. Ito yung alam kong chika.
Sa Zoom.
Oh, there's a backstory.
Alam ko.
Chat mo na sa Zoom para makita natin. Hindi naman natin. Alam na. Wala ka
Kaya ako i-verify muna yan eh. Siyempre, hindi ko lang kung tinutok sa
Ito yung mga panahon na nakaka-amaze pag nagko-crossover, di ba? Nagko-crossover, meaning nasa radio ka. Ito yung mga sikat na sikat, yung mga sobrang sikat nyo, nagiging uma-appear kayo sa mga movies o kaya pag sa TV. Natatanda ko ba, Tina, kung ano yung una mong, dahil sa kasikatan mo bilang radio, anong ginawa mong project outside radio na talagang, wow,
you did a movie, diba? Nag-movie ka, Tina, diba?
Nag-movie with Tito Joe and then another movie, I forget also. It was
Joe Dumango?
Tito Joe?
Joe Dumango, umappear ako sila. Tsaka sa mga series niya, umappear ako. But before that, Alex, na rin ako. Nagko-commercial na rin ako. Tsaka...
Oh, she's a model!
Ano mga commercial mo? Breeze?
Meron, like maybe 4 or 5. Meron akong bank commercial nung araw. Pero yung pinaka-best project ko was the print ad for tatandaan nyo nang nilaunch dito yung Dove na deodorant.
Oo.
Ako lang yung morena na doon.
Nagpakita ng kilikili?
Kaya nga kilikila ito, pabansang kilikila to eh.
Ganun ba? Nakita ko naman sa...
I did not know that about you.
Yeah, so...
ginamit ko itong show na to para magkakilala kayo. Sabi ko sa inyo.
I was tapped
all together, learning together.
Pagkatapos ng isang rated O. Ikaw pala unang gumamit ng rated O kaysa kay rated Corina. K, no? Rated K.
Actually.
Corina, rated O. Parang ano naging progress ng career mo from rated O? Ba't ka naging napunta sa FHM?
That's the question, nakakainis.
Alam mo handang-handa ka na. Bakit ka napunta sa FHM mula doon sa rated O? Kailangan natin dito eh. Yung paano nagde-develop yung buhay nyo, akala nyo handa mo to ready ka na magsabi ng paano ka napunta sa FHM at anong pinagagawa mo para maisip ng FHM na pwede to si Sam mo. Sige nga.
Naalala ko yon. FHM was parang not too long into the show. Tapos, kasi nga lifestyle show siya, it was summer at the time. So, syempre, mag-iisip tayo ng mga features na pang summer, ganyan-ganyan. And we went to this, it's not a resort. It's like an indoor pool. Like a water spa. I did. Kasi, we had to shoot, like we had to feature the place. So, I was in the pool, in the water spa, ganyan-ganyan. So, may mga shots dyan na, I'm wearing a swimsuit. And then, when the plug of that episode aired,
ispatan ka?
We got a call. Parang the management got a call.
Walang yung FHM, no? Talagang minomonitor talaga natin.
Naspatan ka.
Naispatan ka, Samo, naispatan ka. Alam mo ba yung naispatan ka?
I'm sorry, am I supposed to not answer that question? What does that mean? Naispatan. What is that?
Spotlight. Naispatan. Parang, Samo. Paano kasi sinabihan na, kinonta ka ng FHM na, hey, hello, nakita ka namin na atupi sa
Actually, hindi ako yung nakatanggap ng call. Parang tumawag sila dun sa station.
Ano sabi?
And then, so it was the station manager who talked to me and said, eto nga, may parang inquiry na ganito, do you want to do it? And honestly, parang I was very conflicted because...
Parang pinapaganda mo na yung usapan. Parang ganito yung usapan nila, Tina. Tinawag siya ng manager. Nakaupo sa upuan. Samo, kung gusto mong, alam mo na, yung career mo umaba, kailangan mo magpaitan ng katawan dito sa FHM. Ganun ba yung pag-asa?
No. And our station manager was a lady who is still a friend of mine now.
Sige, di ba gawin natin? Samo, kung gusto mong sumikat, kung ako kung ako lang yan, Samo, babae rin ako. FHM, matagal ko ng pangarap yan. Pero may edad na ako, kaya ano?
Walang sleaze factor at all.
There
was no pressure.
Naisip
I
ko
was
lang
just
yun,
informed. Yes. Of course you think about it that way.
Ano?
Pero wala, in-inform lang ako. And then, I was thinking about it. And there was some encouragement na parang, wow, like I think, this is a good thing. I think it would help you if, you got featured and all that stuff. But I was a little conflicted. Pero later on, parang I was like, okay. I could set like boundaries naman on the shoot, on like, what I was comfortable with, what I was not comfortable with. Ayun.
May nangyari ba? Ano ba? Hindi ko kasi napakita yung FHM na yun eh. Naghahanap ako sa nawala na hindi ko alam. Parang may bumiling mga Korean daw na. Parang
No. It was just a feature.
Hindi nga. Ano ba? Sa mga ilang pages?
I don't remember. A couple pages? I don't know.
Ano ba? May mga nag-ano ba sa'yo? Oy, bumili kami ng copies. Ikaw ba nag-promote ka?
Wait, am I making this up? Na parang my memory is fuzzy. If I remember correctly, I think there was a centerfold.
Centerfold ka, Samo?
But am I making this up? I don't remember.
Nakita kita.
But
damit mo'y green sa tinda.
But I'm not particularly proud of it. It was a moment when I was young.
Hayaan mo akong lalo kang hindi maging proud sa mga tanong na to. So, doon ba habang sinushoot ba, nagamit mo ba yung I'm not comfortable with this? Nagamit mo ba yung ganun? Na-avail mo ba yun? O talagang pumasok naman sila doon sa comfortable level mo pa? O talagang may dumating na point na, nope, I'm not doing
it? No, and everyone is very, very accommodating in a shoot like that. At least I was very fortunate na ganun yung parang naging crew. And they listened to, everything that I told them. They were very receptive. So there was not an issue na ganyan.
Nakatupis ka doon sa FHM? Do you still remember the color? Was it red?
No.
It
was
yellow.
Red.
Yellow.
Bakit?
Hindi, para malaman
na. What is that? Huwag mo
yung teaser,
visualize.
Yung teaser sa ETC, anong suot mo nun? Anong suot mo nun? Kasi parang may nakikinig dito ng mga girls na para makuha yung technique, para mapansin sila. Baka it's the color. We're helping here.
Si Alex.
We're helping here, Sam. We're helping here.
I don't think it was the color. Honestly.
I know. Ayun na, piyabang ng konti.
It's her beauty.
Sinira mo na naman yung pangarap ng mga kabataan.
No, because that's not what I want to encourage now. Alam mo na yan.
We're talking muna noon. Pupunta tayo sa mga place. Huwag kayo manguna doon sa pupunta tayo doon. Gusto natin makita yung para maramdaman natin transition. Kasi hindi pwedeng walang kwento bago tayo palabo ng palabo to city.
Yan na kailangan natin sa Friday night.
Tina, ikaw ba sa pagiging radio nagkaroon ba ng ano bang image ng Tina Ryan nung nasa radio ka? Ikaw ba anong image mo noon? Anong image mo noon? Yung pinoproject mo bang yung balak mo bang image, yung ba talaga yung na-achieve mong image o na iba?
Kung pinoproject na image, first and foremost, parang naiba lang yung landscape ng FM radio nga dahil parang nabigyan ng equal airtime ang babae. Kasi if you remember, Alex, diba, nung 90s parang taga-time check lang ang babae.
Oo.
Yung mga hanggang time check lang.
Talaga ba?
Tapos, oo.
Okay.
Which you will still hear sa ibang radio stations. Mga ganun, song sponsorship, news and time check.
Pero Tina Ryan kasi ang pinangalan, it's a play on parang tinarayan kita. So, hindi mo alam kung magiging image, although Ryan ang apelido mo, it's parang formal siya na ang boses mo naman, hindi ka naman Jologs. Ang pangalan mo, kaya nga, ang Tina Ryan is parang confusing siya. Parang papunta ka dun sa WKC 93.9 eh. WKC! Hindi social yung may mga jokes na yung knock-knock.
Hindi, social pa ang Casey noon. Alex ang sumasabay sa Magic. Nag-reformat lang
nag-reformat sila ng
I remember, yeah.
Oo, di ba? WKC, knock-knock. Ganon. Pero, parang ganon yung pangalan mo. Nauso na ngayon yung mga Tina Ryan, Papa Jack. Ganon yung mga uso. Pero ang image mo talaga is sure the formal parang with your bosses, di ba? Parang ganun ang dating dapat.
Parang ano lang, yung Ryan nga kasi dahil pinaganda, tapos parang kasi nga galing ako sa
English
States.
ka nun eh, hindi ka nagtatagalog nun, English ka nun eh.
Oh, kasi nga, bawal.
Oh,
pero
diba?
pag kinakausap ko yung mga listeners, nagugulat sila na parang nagtagalog ako. Parang, dito po ako pinanganak. Natira lang po ako sa California ng 4 na taon. Mga ganun.
Kung wala kang FHM offer katulad kay Sam O, ano yung talagang voice over mo na hindi natin alam na parang matindi, talagang parang yung naging classic na voice over niyang Tina Ryan?
Nagka-FHM feature din ako, no? Pinadala ng kapatid ko ng isang araw.
Seryoso ba to?
Did you wear a bikini? What did you wear?
Bikini. We wore really, really short shorts.
And gusto mo sana magsuot ng bikini, pinawalan ka lang, mag-shorts ka.
Are you kidding?
Ano?
No. I was very insecure about my body. No.
Pero paano ka naman kinuha?
Me too.
Hindi kayo dalawa magsisikat dito.
Alex,
i-bypass. Anong offer sa'yo? Paano ka nag-offer? Ha?
Tatandaan yung Three's Company.
Oo.
Yung 3 kaming babae. 3 kaming finiture. So it was much easier kasi 3 kaming, alam mo yun, 3
Sino to? Si Winnie yung graveyard. Si Winnie yung graveyard. Kaya doon sa bumalik. Si Alvin. Nalalaki naman siya pero pinagtubi siya. Galit na galit siya. Ano nga? Sino to?
Si Chris at si Miles, yung kasama ko sa radio.
Nasaan na sila?
Oh, cute!
Naging partner ni Mom. Naging partner ni Mom sa early returns.
Alam ko sa buhay. So, nag-FHM ka rin. Natatanda ba kung anong taon to? May copy ka?
Pinadala ng brother ko sa messenger. Teka lang, tignan ko. Nalaglag nga yung phone ko eh.
Ooh, this I gotta see.
Pinaba ko na sa limot.
Tamo nag-umiwas nga ako sa FHM kasi kala ko wala ka. Tapos meron ka pala. I would like to apologize. She may not look like
Hi, my name is RJ Ledesma. I wear many hats. I wish I had just as many heads. I'm a serial entrepreneur and I'm also an entrepreneur mentor. I'd like to invite all of you to please listen to the RJ Ledesma podcast. On my podcast, I listen to inspiring business leaders and entrepreneurs to learn more about how they think about doing business, what are their success secrets, and how we can replicate them, and more importantly, what business opportunities do they see emerging in the near future for us entrepreneurs. Listen to the RJ Ledesma podcast.
For FHM, she may not look like she can wear a two-piece. She may not look like...
No, I mean like, no, not, yeah. I mean, and also honestly, parang mas malakas loob ko mag-bathing suit now compared
Oo nga, nakita sa Boracay, nakaganong ka dun sa labas ng tanghaling tapat eh.
Well, in all fairness, that was, yeah.
Pinaka-pick yun eh, pick Tina yun eh, no?
Oo.
Pick Tina Ryan yung nakita.
Yung sama ng loob ko sa mundo, mama.
Nakita ko sa Boracay si Tina Ryan. Pick na pick talaga. Hindi ko na rin matandaan.
2016.
Pinaong ko na rin sa ipot.
Ako natatandaan ko kasi hinata ko si Alex.
Nakita ko sa Boracay. Uy, Tina Ryan!
Sabi ko, Alex, halika, sumawa ka sa akin. Dinala ko dun sa kwarto namin.
Whoa! Okay. Whoa!
Dahil Oo.
Pinakilala ko siya sa mga friends.
Pinakilala lang sa friends.
Mga friends.
Yung mga post mo kasi. Dinala ko siya sa kwarto namin.
Dinala ko siya where we were staying. Ayun, ganun.
Yan.
Kasi ang pangit, no? Kwarto. Yeah, I hinata ko siya. So, kanina malala kita sa mga friends. Yeah.
That is so you. Yeah, Tina is like that.
Ang gaganda ng mga chicks.
I'm sure. But she's super friendly like that. Talagang she'll introduce everyone.
Hindi ko alam, tayo close nun? Mag-close ba tayo nun? Magka-close na ba tayo?
But you guys weren't even close.
Hindi pa kami close nun. Ano lang, hi, hello lang, mga ganon.
Because of that.
Ito, in all honesty, Alex, alam mo kung ba't kita hinata? Nailang na ako sa mga kasama ko, mama, dahil ang puputi nila. Alam mo yon yung everyday Boracay. At alam mo naman, I love the sun, so magbibilad ako ng umaga. Ang bilis ko umitim. So, na-out of place ako kasi ayaw nila magpa-araw. Dahil alam mo sila, yung mga sa skin.
So, nakakita ka ng pangit? Parang ganun? Nakakita mo akong pangit? Parang
I'm still trying to piece, like, okay, so you were feeling, kaya nga ano yun?
Kasi gusto kong bumalik na sa room. Pero parang OP ako kasi nga, ang ano nila, parang sobrang ano sila.
So, dinala mo ako para?
Icebreaker. Kasi hindi ko rin yung tatlong girls hindi ko kilala, hindi close. Isa lang ang close ko.
Why were you traveling with them? Why were you on the trip?
Secret.
Para ito nga yung mga interview natin para magkaroon tayo ng character development journey. From ito, sige, matitindi naman itong mga job na to di ba? Pero Sam, nagpunta ka from TV, di ba? Tapos naging popular ka ngayon sa mga hosting. Yung wife ko nga sinasabi na pakilala raw kita sa'yo dahil para raw magpa-backstage na isa sa pangarap niya, maintindihan daw ako ng mga Korean, yung mga Korean na paborito niya. Para raw may matawas siya sa akin sa joke, para raw maging fan ko. Sabi ko malabo yun, hindi magtatagalog yung mga yun. Sabi niya, nung nakita niya si Sam mo nag-host na may mga Korean. Gagawin ko siyang friend.
And she is so sweet. I love her.
Bakit ka naging... Paano ka nakapunta?
Wife mo.
Paano ka, wife nga mo pagkatapos mo ikwento yung Boracay? Paano ka naging napunta sa mga events naman?
Siguro rin yun, parang natural progression din, 'di ba? TV, radio, and then the next thing is live events, you know, because people hear you, fortunately, they want to work with you and, have you host their events. And then, when I look back at the trajectory of the events, parang sobrang amazing lang din na, kasi before this whole K-wave thing happened, like, I had no idea na itong mga K-drama, K-pop, and, all these things were gonna get so big. And,
and you happen to be Korean.
Exactly. So parang, it started out with some companies bringing in Korean endorsers, and then so naturally they needed a Korean host. Ilan lang kami dito. And then, yun.
Diba? Just imagine kung halimbawa, during nung mga nakarang mga araw, kailangan mong mga taon, sinabihan ka ng isang manager, for example, na mukhang mahirapan tayo pag-Korean ka, so you have to pretend na Pinoy ka. all of those years, Pinoy ka talaga. Ben, nung sumikat yung mga Koreano, nag-out ka ngayon. Di ba parang dugo-dugo yun? Di ba parang, I'm not really Filipino, I'm Korean. Medyo ko questioning ka dahil lang ba may uso-uso. Buti na lang, talagang hindi ka bumitaw sa nationality.
Yes, and I think that was also around the time, like when I was starting out, not long after, si Sandara rin got super sikat. So, medyo, ayan na, parang I think dun din nag-start yung mga KK na,
Pero kung papipiliin ka, anong gusto mong talaga, career talaga? Halimbawa, nakaupo ka ngayon, papipiliin ka lang ng isa sa mga trajectory.
Of the three?
Oo, isa lang talaga ang kailangan mag-focus ka. FHM?
Lex, this is a part of the trajectory that I want to forget.
Kaya nga, hindi, malay ko ba? Mamaya gulatin mo kami na, really, I really enjoyed FHM, by the way.
No!
Hindi, ano?
Ang hirap naman. I don't know. And like, alam mo, lately, parang medyo nag-fusion na lahat. Like, di ba tayo, when we're on the radio, there's a video component na rin. So, parang TV na rin siya.
Ano na rin.
Oh, yung events nila
na
live
mag-react
stream
na, hindi pa kita
din.
nakausap. Si Shampoo na muna yung react.
Diba yung events nila live stream din. So parang nag-overlap na lahat. Although yes, of course, there are differences, but I don't know which one I would choose. Oh my gosh, what about you? Which one would you choose?
Ako yung host dito. Sandali muna.
Sige na.
Babalik ako kay Tina. Kasi of course, stand-up
mo
comedian
ako.
pa rin ako. Stand-up comedian pa rin ako. Live stand-up comedian. That's my world.
Live.
Pero Tina, ikaw, nagsisisi ka ba kung halimbawa hindi ka ganyang personality radio, mas sa tingin mo mas yung mga guys na ano ba sila sa'yo? Parang threaten sila sa'yo? Hindi, sa tingin, may image kasi ang radio. Ikaw, may image ang isang boses na tinarayan na medyo matatakot ka if you're just ano. Sa tingin mo ba, naka-apekto yun sa love life mo? Or ano ba yun, advantage ba sa'yo yun o naging disadvantage pa?
Disadvantage definitely. Kasi nga, back in the 90s, dalawa lang tayo noon, Alex, TV and radio. So people talaga had a fascination for radio personalities tapos wala pang video component. So, pag nami-meet nila ako, first, ang kala nila, ang sasabihin nila lagi, pala.
Ano?
Kasi,
ano?
Ano para?
Payat ka pala. Kala kasi nila, dahil yung sound ko daw, yung boses ko, parang I'm a bit on the heavy side.
What?
Nagugulat sila na, ang payat mo pala sa parang mataba kang pakinggan. Parang gano'n minsan. Parang, okay.
Oh, that's so interesting.
And then, yun nga, yung nagugulat sila na kasi alam naman natin na may stigma yung radio dati nung araw na parang pag boses, nasa radio ka hanggang boses ka lang.
So were they pleasantly surprised? Like, you're so cute.
Ano?
Sasabihin ko na, and then they're gonna ask, bakit hindi ka nag-TV? Sabi, actually, nagkaroon na rin po ako ng konting project sa TV noon. Yung, alam mo yung ginagawa,
konti lang talagang kailangan kong gawin sa'yo para magyabang ka talaga. Konting trigger lang talaga. Tutuloy-tuloy mo, teens, no? Sige, and talagang personality ni Tina. Kahit in person. Kaya I love her. Sige, Tina, go. Tapos, so na-pleasantly surprise sila na ang ganda mo. Parang kulang na lang sabihin, ang ganda mo pala, no? Parang ganun.
Mas gusto mo kaysa naman sabihing super, pangit ako, tsaka.
Oo. Sabihin, parang ang bagay sa'yo yung mukha mo sa boses mo. Parang ganun ang gusto mo sabihin.
Parang gano'n. Parang,
Anyway. She's so cute naman.
Oo naman.
Maganda naman kasi si Tina.
Maganda talaga si Tina, ha? Diyos Mario Joseph. Pwede kaya yan. Pwede yan, ha?
Masspatan din ba ako? Masspatan din ako.
Ngayon, ito na hinihintay natin. So, lately nagulat ako. Kay Sam, sa'yo, na you're into, una muna Sam, alam naman natin you're a Christian, right? Christian ka na ngayon. Ano naman na nangyari? What happened naman? Ever since ganun ka na talaga?
No.
Saan yung kung gusto mo lang ikwento, ano yung turning point? There's always a turning point. Hindi naman laging dramatic. Meron, mamaya dramatic sa'yo. Anong turning point? Why?
Hindi, madalas ko naman na nakwento, like, on other podcasts and stuff like that. I think,
di ko natin pag-usapan.
Hindi. You're such a rude host, by the way. Beginning pa lang no? Parang hindi pa tayo pinapasalita. Anyway. For most of my life, I was agnostic. Parang feeling ko may something, pero hindi ko alam kung ano yun. And I don't really care that much.
Ako hindi ko alam yung ibig sabihin agnostic pero gumagano na ako. Rude na host na. Ano pa, bobo pang host. Agnostic. I'll search that later. Pero from now on, for now.
Pero yun. Yun. Parang feeling mo may higher power. Pero hindi mo sure kung ano yun. Tsaka wala ka na, like for me personally, I'm not that interested in kung ano bang religion yan or whatever. Basta feeling ko meron. Parang ganun.
Is that wrong? Sa time na, is that parang kulang ba yun?
No naman. Parang siguro it was just a state that I was in. I don't know. I don't want to say it was wrong. Kasi I think parang journey rin kasi yun.
Okay.
So that's where I was. And then I was, I had a really difficult time in my life sa aking love life.
Okay.
Parang I was so heartbroken this one year na talagang I turned to God. Na parang, I don't know what's happening. I need help. I think I need to pray. Like, for once in my life, I felt like I need a higher power to help me. So yun, parang after that, I, medyo started to look into the faith. I went on the Camino, which is like a pilgrimage. I meditated on, just my life. And pagbalik ko,
Saan yung
I
Camino?
decided na you can start from different places, but basically, lalakarin mo yung pilgrimage papuntang
Spain?
oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a church in Spain.
May
Oh my
pera
gosh,
lang.
it's been so long. I cannot even remember. Santiago.
Sa Santiago.
In Santiago.
Chile. That's Chile.
No. That's the name of the town.
Okay.
Compostela de Santiago ba?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's where the remains of Saint James
Oo.
is buried. Parang ganon.
Oo.
So I walked for about 6 weeks, like with a backpack, as in naglakad lang ako, and then that whole time parang I was meditating, I was praying and all that. And then pagbalik ko,
Marami ka kasama.
oh, kasi ang daming ibang mga pilgrims na pumupunta
Oo.
ron eh. Pero mag-isa lang ako. And then I just met people na lang on the road.
Pero natutulog ka rin naman, no?
Oo naman. Oo, there are mga hostels
Naisip ko
along
kasi
the way.
talagang haba na ng buhok mo, talagang 6 weeks, walang liguan. Pwedeng palinaw ng kwento.
Mataan niyo
Podcast
ba?
kasi to eh. Siyempre mag-aanan. Pasalubong mo si ano. Di ba? Tapos.
Yeah. Ayun. And then pagbalik ko, I wanted to talagang
Take a bath.
seriously.
Kasi hindi ka naligo ng 6 weeks. Pagbalik ko, I really wanna take a bath. Oh my
Uy,
God.
pero grabe, alam mo, sobrang magang-maga yung legs ko pag uwi ko. Kasi I was not prepared. I did not train for any of it. And I was walking so much. All of a sudden, di ko alam na may ganong effect pala. But yeah, but I recovered. And then yun, parang naging serious na ako dun sa faith life. And then I wanted to do something na like as a broadcaster, if you will, which is why I started a podcast. And that's where actually Tina and I connected. Kasi Tina and I,
Anong year to?
although madalas kaming magkita, nung pandemic to eh, I wanna say 2020?
Okay.
Yeah.
Tama ba?
Yeah.
Si Tina,
2021.
si Tina and I, obviously, we were colleagues na sa radio ng matagal. And we would see each other, pero we were never like friends who really had deep conversations or hindi ganun yung relationship namin. But nung pandemic, because I had this podcast, it was called the Narrow Door Podcast, and then I was inviting friends and having just, conversations about things that they were curious about in the faith. Tina was one person that I invited. Hindi ko alam na she was medyo seeking pala at that time.
Seeking? So mas nauna ka sa kanya. Ito sa kanya seeking pa lang.
Oo, parang I was medyo, medyo serious na in the faith. I was practicing ganyan. Si Tina, medyo naghahanap na pala siya ng, medyo nauuhaw na, if you will. Parang ganon.
Ikaw naman, Teens, paano ka naman ba't ka naman nagsimula? Anong year? Anong year ka nung walk ng 6 weeks?
2018.
2018, so 2020, okay. Ano ka na yan? Talagang, ikaw, Teens, kailan ka nagsimula, Teens? Ano naman ang trigger mo?
Well, hindi naman ako agnostic. I believe that there's a God.
Pero anong trigger mo? Love? Love din?
Well, no. I think it's really nung pandemic kasi unsure tayo.
Okay. So 2020 ka nga.
But for the most part, like, I grew up in a Catholic school. Alam ko naman na may Panginoon tayo. But, parang lagi may kulang. Tapos, I've jumped from different Bible studies. In fact, nag-try pa nga ata ako sa Jehovah's dahil na-invite ako. Kasi I'm really curious kung, nag-search ako ng, I like the Bible talaga naman, even when I was growing up. But, there was a time na hinto, dati nagkakatikism pa ako kasi that's how much I enjoyed it. But, diba, I mean, when you start working, you forget about a lot of things, including your faith life, dahil busy ka na sa trabaho. So, then the pandemic hit. And everyone was unsure. So, we weren't, di ba? Parang di naman natin alam kung ano mangyayari. And then, to namang si Sam, bigla ako minessage. Pinag-guess ako sa Narrow Door. Sabi ko,
Saan? Narrow Door?
The Narrow Door Podcast.
Gagawin ko dyan.
Yun yung una.
Oo.
Oo. Kung ang gagawin ko dyan, wala naman ako alam sa Bible, tamaan pa ako ng kidlat, baka umusok ako. Ba, Alex? Ano
Oo.
yun? Because ang ay ang idea ko kasi nung show is pagalingan to ng knowledge sa Bible kasi dude
Which it
kasama
was
niya.
not. Hindi yun.
Naman Alex, pastor kasama niya, isang pastor, isang Bible instructor.
Preacher. Isang Bible
Oh,
instructor.
tapos
Ganyan.
biglang ilalagay mo ko doon.
Ano nangyari doon? Ano nangyari doon sa guesting mo?
No, kasi she misunderstood. Ang format talaga
Ah.
is we'll have a guest and then because I have this panel on the show, pwede kang magtanong.
Oo.
Kung ano man yung mga questions mo about faith, Bible, ano man.
Kaya
Akala
nung
niya.
nag-guest, kala niya magbibigay din siya ng mga opinion, gano'n. Lagi na lang. Tapos, natuloy ba yung guesting?
Oo
Natuloy
naman.
after the third time ata, talagang sinabi ni Sam, sige na, mama. So, ako naman, nag-isip na.
Nag-co-host na siya.
Oo.
Tumawag na ako sa ate ko nung nag-yes ako sa kanya. Sabi ko, ate, I need 10 questions for the Bible.
Nung nag-FHM ba, tumawag ka sa ate mo para maging man lang ng...
You know, I wouldn't be surprised because Tina is so close to her sister. They talk every day. Every day. Baka nga 2-3 times a day.
Tatawag ka, ate, kapag mo yung 10 Bible quotes.
And this is an ate who's in the States, ha?
Kasi magaganon din, sasabihin siya, nagdroga ka ba?
Hi, Ate Grace.
Tapos, ano sabi, nagbigay ka? Tapos, nag-guest ka na nga. Ano nangyari, sa'yo? Nagkaroon ka ba ng impact sa'yo, yung guesting na yun? Or...
Oo, kasi, like
nag-cry ka? Nag-cry ka?
Hindi pa. Hindi
Okay.
not the first one. Pero di ba off the bat, ang nagustuhan ko talaga si Instructor Harold.
Oo. Nagustuhan mo may feelings na naman? Ganon?
Hindi.
Okay. Easy lang. Akala ko naman, ito na naman tayo. Bakit ka pa?
Yung mga questions ko kasi, di ba, yung panel ang sasagot. Parang, nag-lean ako ng masyado kay Instructor Harry sa mga sagot niya. So, kung galing ng instructor, humanga ako, Alex.
Tapos?
So,
yan. Diyaya na ako mag-co-host ni Sam na lalo ko nagtaka.
Kasi diba si Tina sobrang yung presence niya is so light. Parang she makes everything so fun. So sabi ko parang alam mo, we need an energy na ganyan. Kasi it could be a very serious podcast sa mga pinag-uusapan natin and sobrang refreshing yung parang presence ni Tina. So naging co-host ko na si Tina and then we started to study the Bible together. Yung sinasabi niyang si Instructor Harry was from a church called New Heaven and New Earth. So we started the Bible study there. So over the pandemic, wala kaming ginagawa, nasa bahay lang kami, ganyan-ganyan. And then eventually, we both became part of this church and now we do a podcast together called Best News Ever Podcast. Yun yung mga pinag-uusapan namin about what we learned there.
Anong kaiba nun sa Narrow Door mo?
Yung Narrow Door was an ecumenical podcast. Parang, ibig sabihin, parang dialogue of different denominations. Kasi I had a Catholic person, an evangelical person, and a non-denominational person.
Okay.
And then, itong Best News Ever podcast is really about, number one, Zion Christian Mission Center, di ba palagi kong pinaplug sa Good Times natin, which is the theology center that is run by New Heaven and New Earth, which is the church. So now, it's really more focused on what we learned, how we understand the Bible now, how it affects our life, kung kamusta na yung buhay namin as, people who go to this church, yung ganun. Nag-evolve siya.
Ako naman, ang trigger ko naman, na naggaling ako sa isang place na hindi ako nagsisimba in everything. Hindi ako agnostic. Nag-Catholic lang ako pero I'm not practicing. And wala na. Bilang nung nagkaroon ako ng trigger na, when I saw nakwento ko naman yan, when I saw parang may glow in the dark rosary na parang makatulog lang ako. Nung dinasal ko yon, naging agnostic ako ngayon. Nasa stage ako ng agnostic.
Ha? Bakit?
Kasi alam kong may higher power, pero hindi ko kinakategorize kung ano yon na religion. At hindi rin ako parang nag-preach pa. Parang naiintindihan ko lang na meron something because of that nung nangyari sa akin. Kasi hindi naman ako calling for the Virgin Mary or whatever. I'm just choosing the repetition. Pero may nangyari sa buhay ko na magaganda nag-start yun. Ginawa ko yun na nagdarasal ako na hindi talaga dasal na dasal ng Catholic Church. Parang yung pinapalo ko. Kundi I just wanna repeat and then I will fall asleep. Mula noon, tapos nagbago yung pagpasok ng pandemic, naging successful ako during pandemic. Kaya, although it's a sad times, napaka-insensitive ko ng panahon ng pandemic because I was doing well during pandemic. Because noong 2019 nga, I started, tapos nag-pray na ako. Yung nag-pray na ako na alam, wala akong sinasabihang alam ko lang meron. So I pray, and hindi ako nag-church, wala akong church. Wala akong Sunday, wala. Basta I will pray ng kahit ano lang, kahit saang lugar. Naging agnostic na ako, na alam ko merong something kasi nga sa nangyari sa akin. So doon ako
when something, pero when something like that happens to you, parang hindi ka ba nakaka-curious?
Na-curious ako sobra.
Oh!
Pero ayoko lang pansinin kasi baka makalat. Kasi baka pag napansin ko na sabihin, uy, napansin na tayo, tigilan na natin. So hinahayaan ko lang. At hanggang ngayon, mukhang effective pa rin siya. So pero doon ako sa level na yun. Na kinukwento ko, pero naiintindihan ko sinasabi mo. Na-curious ako. Nagtatry ako, pero yung, halimbawa lang, may Bible study. Ang magiging treatment ko sa kanya, hindi dahil sa tamad ako mag-Bible study, kundi ganun ka-busy yung schedule ko na may marami akong nane-neglect, kahit ano pa yan, dahil because of the erratic schedule that I have. Nagets mo na parang hindi ko siya pupuntahan because I'm not interested. Hindi ko siya pupuntahan lang because I'm doing something else. Ayoko pa ng ganong level because of Pero malapit-lapit na rin kasi alam ko naman mag-aano ng buhay ko, mag-stabilize na yung buhay ko. So I'm also looking for something, no.
Oh, good. I mean, whenever we're ready, Zion Christian Mission Center is always gonna be there. The classes here are free. Medyo commitment kasi...
Pero ano ba to? Pero Facebook sa inyo, tama ba?
We live stream the Best News Ever podcast every Saturday at 11 a.m. Tapos we upload the episode then on YouTube. Pero yung Zion Christian Mission Center kasi, that's a center, like a theology center that offers a course on the Bible. And we have a center opening every month. So if anyone is interested, you included, Alex, whenever you're ready, just let us know.
Nyo nga. And doon tayo, kasama din kayo sa di ba, mga peace, yung peace natin?
Oh yes, we are peace, publicity ambassadors for an international peace organization. That's correct. We have a really big event coming up in September. My gosh, September na pala ngayon. September 1. September 18, we have an annual event in the peace organization. It's called Heavenly Culture World Peace Restoration of Light, HWPL. We have a World Peace Summit, and it's happening on the 18th. So I'm flying to Korea to be part of it. But there will be local events happening in 122 countries simultaneously worldwide. And so wherever you may be in the world, because we have a lot of branches around the world, wherever you may be, you could participate or watch a live stream. It's really exciting kasi talagang, leaders from all over the world in different sectors like, law or academe, youth, women, media, lahat they gather in Korea to discuss how we can collaborate in this work of peace. So,
medyo connected
coming up.
Nasa kayo, di ba, sa Bible.
Alex, mag-brag lang ako
Oo.
Kasama ko si Sam last year sa Korea. Grabe, hindi kami nakita. As in, magkatabi pa yung kwarto namin.
Hindi namin nalaman.
Oo, ganun ka-busy si Sam because I was taking care of the Philippine delegates. Si Sam, putik yung mga pinag-aano niya, no? She was interpreting for like the ex-Romanian president for the chairman. Ganon. Oo, so hindi kami nakita. Nalaman na lang namin nung last day, magkatabi pala tayo ng kwarto.
That was so crazy.
So yung sa Facebook nyo, ano yung ano yon? Ano to? Parang is it wala siyang timeline, meaning you do it until what's the goal? Yung anong title ulit? Best News
Ever podcast.
Best News Ever podcast.
Yes.
Anong ano niya? Meron ba siyang meron ba siyang 15 weeks and then we go to another phase? Ano bang ano niya? Ano gusto niyong ma-achieve?
You know what? I'm learning from like how you do your show, how Mo does his show. Before kasi, yung Best News Ever podcast, actually, na-launch siya last year pa.
Oo.
And then we had a short-lived season. At that time, we were going into a studio to record. We were editing, post-recording, like very produced yung show.
Oh.
But what I learned from doing the show with you, with Mo, diba? What do you guys do? You just jump on Zoom, you go on playback, stream the thing, upload the thing, and we're done. Like, and it's great.
It's easier.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I took a page from you guys, which is why we now live stream it on the Facebook page of Zion Christian Mission Center. I don't know. I have no plans, or Tina and I don't really have plans of like, you know, limiting it to a certain number of episodes. Tapos, what do we do from there? I don't know. I think right now, kasi kaka episode 3 pa lang namin, no, for this season.
Pero
So right now,
sino nag-isip nito? Is it parang, oy, ako, tas, or kaya parang it's about time, parang ganun kayong dalawa na gusto nyo, kasi coming from, di ba, gusto nyo nang mag-concentrate dun sa isang, yung Zion, tama, di ba? Gusto nyo mag-focus doon. Pero
yes,
anong
yes,
nag-trigger sa inyo yan? Like, we do this, paanong usapan nyo? And what's the reason?
I think because after we studied at Zion Christian Mission Center, we realized, kasi Zion Christian Mission Center is a theology center that is teaching you what's called the revealed word.
Okay.
Meaning, sa Bible, there are certain things that are hidden in figurative language kasi it's prophecy. So, God will put in prophecies in the Bible and then hanggang sabihin niyang, okay, it's time, hindi malaman ng tao kung ano ibig sabihin kasi nga it's all like figurative. People will try to interpret. People will try to interpret, which is why, kunwari, say with the book of Revelation, ang dami-daming interpretations kung ano-ano daw yung mangyayari, ganyan-ganyan, iba-iba. Pero, when it's time for the fulfillment to happen, it's only gonna happen one way.
Okay, got it.
So, Zion Christian Mission Center.
Totoo, hindi, ibig sabihin, parang yung ginagawa nyo ngayon doon is para mayroon kayong, nakaka-excite kasi na para bang nai-interpret yan ng maayos.
Oh my, it's so exciting. I mean, really, from a biblical religious perspective, it is the most tremendous thing. Yeah. Which is why I suppose Tina and I felt the need to like, okay, we learned all this, we heard all this, I think we should share this.
At may pangatlo kayong host, di ba?
Yes, she's also with us in the church.
Anong name?
And her name is Camille.
Yan, buti na alala kong pa-mention sa inyo, no? Camille. No?
I love it. Thank you. Such a pro, our Alex. But yes, that's why that's how strongly we felt about what we heard at Zion Christian Mission Center. Now we felt like, okay, people who are believers today need to hear this. They need to examine it. Really, ultimately, they will have to go through it themselves and hear out the whole thing themselves. But hopefully, the podcast will kind of aid them in that process and get the word out na may ganito, it's available, and you're all invited.
Yeah, kaya ganito kaganda yung podcast ko. Nagsimula tayo sa FHM, nagsimula tayo sa hanggang saan dito tayo. Malamang may nag-iaya sa iba na listen to the podcast, tapos pagtingin nila, we're inviting you sa Bible. Pa-invite na lang doon sa dalawang projects nyo, yung sa show nyo na The Best News Ever and Your Peace. Baka may nakikinig sa atin kasi I'm nag 1 year subscription ako sa Peace.
I'm so happy. Yeah.
Please invite them. Formally now, let's invite. Ay naman ang dulo ng show na to invite yung sa show nyo, please.
Go, Tina. Sana lahat ng members ng comedy crew mag-member.
Yes.
That would be so fun. Literally.
And hopefully we get to collab with comedy crew, HBP in the future. Hopefully.
The T-Gang.
Idadasal ko yan. Ayaw mo?
The T-Gang.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Tina and the gang. T-Gang.
Yeah, Tina and the gang.
Yes, let's just clarify. That's what that means. Okay. But yes, anyone who would like to participate in the peace work that we do, there is a Facebook page, HWPL Philippines. Please go there and learn more about our initiatives. If you would like to support us through a donation, which is what? 100 pesos a month?
100 pesos.
For a whopping total of 1,200 pesos. Every centavo is appreciated. We would love to have you join us. And then, yes, Best News Ever podcast. We live stream on the Facebook page of Zion Christian Mission Center every Saturday at 11 a.m. It's me, it's Tina, it's our friend Camille, and we talk about faith and Bible and God and everything in between. So please join us.
We have 2 more pa.
Ano?
2 more. Voice of Peace mo. And then yung up
okay. So, do you want to talk about Voice of Peace?
Well, no, we just do a show on Facebook Live with Vantage Media Points. On
Vantage
Tuesdays.
Point Media.
Vantage Point Media. Tuesdays with Miss Rica Feliciano naman. Rika is our national what's her exact position again, Mama, sa HWPL?
Is she media coordinator?
Yeah, nako. Alam mo, Alex,
fellow volunteer. Fellow volunteer namin.
fellow volunteer. But like, the volunteers are very inspiring kasi ang babata nila. Tapos, my gosh, ang mga tinatalakay nila, tipo mga international law, mga ganun.
For ano naman yan? Ano naman tawag din sa ano? Ano pangalan niya?
Voice of Peace.
Voice of Peace, because we update.
Okay.
We update everyone about the works of HMAPL. And then si Sam, nasa DWIZ yan. Pag Thursday.
5:30 ba?
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Layo. Kaya never mo pa napapanood yung...
Kaya nag-aabang kasi ako sa earliest 5:30. Not to miss, di ba? Gusto ko yung mga opening na.
May mga pera daw yung after 5.
Oo.
Ganun.
Guys, lagi ko na mention pag matagal yung episode ko, talaga nag-e-enjoy ako.
Oh my gosh, it's been an hour na pala.
It's an hour episode. So, this is my longest episode so far. So, Pete and Mara. Yeah, so talagang ganda. Inano ko naman to. Talagang gusto ko magkaroon ng variety dito sa aking podcast. So, maraming salamat Samo and Tina Ryan for guesting. And of course, narinig nyo naman yung mga schedule. So, please support. And if your time na talaga magbago, maybe it's pag nakinig kayo dito, it's your calling. Bili mo, nag-anticipate kayo.
It's your sign.
Nag-anticipate ka ng Viva Max na episode. Ito pala pinag-uusapan. Maybe it's about time you change, no? Okay. At, para sa mga nag-aabang sa akin sa Australia, November 8, Perth, November 9, Adelaide, November 15 sa Sydney, November 16 sa Melbourne, yon. Sana all up. And,
Melbourne?
Melbourne? Hindi ko alam. Sa Melbourne. November 16. November 16.
Hindi pa tayo nag-aabot, sayang.
Sige, gusto ba talaga pahabain tong episode na to? May extra na ako eh. Okay. Okay guys, at check nyo lang ang alexcalia.com at thecomedycrew.com for all details na mga sinasabi namin. At remember, dito sa Punchline with Alex Calia, when they cross the line, give them the punchline, spread the laughter, not the negativity. Thank you. See you again next episode. Bye-bye.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.